I feel like most people at this point have heard of the rumours that have been circulating for about 2 years or so about the Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake, but I wanted to make a video on the timeline of the leaks and news for all the upcoming titles that have been confirmed or just rumoured. This is honestly the perfect time to get everyone up to speed on what is going on with the remake, as at the time of this recording, a certain big hint happened recently, but we will cover that at the end. If you want to stay up to date with my future Assassin's Creed content, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I'm aiming to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and your support would mean a lot, thank you. Let us start where it all began back in 2023. So, on the French Wikipedia page for the game, there is a section talking about the remake with it stating that Kotaku had made an article on the remake. The article was published on June 30th, 2023, and this is what was said. Ubisoft is doubling down on its most popular franchises, including Assassin's Creed. Kotaku has learned that strategy now includes a remake of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. The article then goes on to speak about how they got their source of information. According to two sources familiar with the plans, who asked not to be named because they were not authorised to discuss them, a remake of the 2013 cross-gen PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 game is still in its earliest stages and will not be complete for at least a few years. A team at Ubisoft Singapore, one of the studios that has led development on the Assassin's Creed franchise's evolving ocean tech, will be heavily involved in helping modernise the Caribbean-based sailing game. So from this we can take away that according to this article, they had two people who were familiar with the plans that basically confirmed that a remake was on the cards, but of course it was still in its early stages. The other thing to take from it is that Ubisoft Singapore were heavily involved with the development. Ubisoft Singapore working on the Black Flag remake does make sense, as they have contributed at least something to every major Assassin's Creed game from Assassin's Creed 2 all the way up until Valhalla, with them having more responsibility in Assassin's Creed 3 with the naval combat, not to mention that they led development on Skull and Bones, so they probably had some assets laying around to reuse for the remake. Roughly around 1 year later, in June of 2024, there was an interview published on the Ubisoft news website that was with the CEO of Ubisoft. In the interview, he discussed the future of Ubisoft's upcoming plans. Now the question we need to focus on is this one. On the Assassin's Creed front, we've had Mirage, which was a leaner homage to the series' roots, and now Shadows, which is much larger in scope and more in the vein of Odyssey Valhalla. Looking at the future, can we expect this continued variety? Smaller games alongside bigger ones? The CEO's first part to the answer is this. Firstly, players can be excited about some remakes, which will allow us to revisit some of the games we've created in the past and modernise them. There are worlds in some of our older Assassin's Creed games that are still extremely rich. So from this, we basically got kind of a confirmation that there is at least a possibility that AC4 could get remade. This answer practically made it so it was no longer a far-reached rumour, but something that may actually happen. From here, we go to October of 2024 with an article written by Tom Henderson. This article has quite a bit of information to get through, so I'll explain it briefly. Firstly, in one of the first paragraphs, the codename for the project is apparently Obsidian. Then reading on a little further, it talks about the Assassin's Creed Shadows delay and how it has impacted the release of the Black Flag remake, which was supposed to release in 2025. According to the article, there is an internal email that was sent off to staff saying, and I quote, "will impact the rest of the Assassin's Creed roadmap." If this is to be true, then I would probably think that all the games on the roadmap got delayed by the same amount of time as Shadows. This is just speculation on my behalf, but because Shadows got delayed from November to March, so about 4 months, then maybe if the Black Flag remake was actually going to come out in November of 2025, then I would also assume that it would release in March of 2026. The only issue with this is I'm not sure if Ubisoft would want to release a game so close to GTA 6, but again, this is just speculation on my end. Anyway, getting back to the article, at the end of it, there is a claim that some gameplay was sent to Insider Gaming under the condition that it didn't go public. It apparently shows Edward Kenway sailing a ship on the upgraded Anvil engine, which is the engine used by Ubisoft pretty much all the time. Now we are in the news for this year. So in January of 2025, there was yet another news article by MP First. Firstly, the article makes mention of a game designer's online profile, but I'm not exactly sure when this happened, but it seems like it was sometime in 2024. What is interesting about it is that according to the article, it is the same guy who accidentally confirmed the Oblivion remake, and we all know that that was true. The article then goes on to talk about some of the game itself. The Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake will feature new systems with combat and ecosystems around wildlife. Moving on to March of this year, a Pure Arts livestream was held where they were showcasing some new statues of characters from the Assassin's Creed series, though the people watching pointed out the obvious absence of Edward Kenway. This caused one of the hosts to say this in response to it.
I did notice some people asking about why there's no Edward. There's reasons.
I keep replying saying there's more coming. It's a line.
Like, yeah, I mean, how many you want us to release at the same time?
Would you like us to release like 14 at the same time? That would kill me.
Well, Assassin's Creed fans out there, you should be aware that there is something going on with Edward.
Now, it got even more interesting when the other host responded with this.
So obviously we can't.
Has that been announced?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I saw rumors about it.
Okay.
No, I definitely saw an article about this.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not sure if they slipped up without knowing or if this is just some marketing plan to get people hyped for the AC4 remake, but I guess we'll just have to see in the future. The final thing we are going to talk about happened not long ago. I'm not sure on the exact date this happened, but I'm going to say June 29th, but it doesn't really matter because I'm sure most of you have seen this already. Pretty much during a fan interaction, Matt Ryan, the voice actor for Edward Kenway, hinted to the fan about the remake. I'll just play the clip and let it speak for itself.
Have you beaten the game?
I have a while ago. It's been a minute, but
Well, you might have to beat it again.
this is true. I gotta run through all of them again.
But especially this one. There's a reason I say that, but I can't say anything.
So yeah, at this point, it looks like the remake is 99.99% going to be releasing within the next couple of years, which I really hope it does because this is kind of random, but I want to get all the achievements on the game. Because when I tried to do it on the original version, when I used to play on console, the achievements glitched for me, so having the remake will allow me to get the 100%. I know it's random, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you're looking forward to the remake, as I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.